Hello everyone, Busy Gamer Dad back again, doing our second session recording for Gatekeeper Infinity. It's been a lot of fun. This game is currently free. I will have a link for you guys in the description for YouTube, should you want to pick it up. We take a look at a game for a session gameplay series here on the Busy Gamer Dad channel for 3 episodes, 20-30 minutes, see if it's something that suits your fancy. Today we're taking a look at a Risk of Rain inspired vampire survivor hybrid kind of game, top-down action, dodge, hit, things like that, with all the Risk of Rain trappings and aesthetics that you have come to know and love from that game series. I'm having a lot of fun with it. This is our second run. I brought you in on the first episode for the hybrid character. This one we're doing Needham. He's a melee build character. We did unlock another character that I hope to show you guys in the third episode, but right now we're going to focus on this run right after we get our dad joke going. What happened to the frog that parked illegally? They got towed. There you go. So the design aesthetic for this game, you can really see, is just all Risk of Rain all the time. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's not going to be for everybody. That's for understandable sake, because if you've never played Vampire Survivor, you don't know what to expect, what to consider for this game. And this game, it's not hard, is what I will say. It's not one of those games that's going to punish you for like Risk of Rain style, where your timer's going up and you're constantly getting bigger and badder enemies. That is a design choice for this game, and I've seen it, but I'm not entirely sure how ultimately impacts the overall gameplay. You'll see that in the top left-hand corner we have our timer, and you see our enemies are looking at level 8 right now, is what you see there. And it seems that the timer is directly linked to the amount of damage that they, or the life damage, etc., that they do. So the longer you take, the thicker they are, the harder they hit, all those things. And it does look like our dash does damage. I wasn't sure if that was the thing. Let's do cooldowns, because I am feeling my dash is going to be integral. Okay, so I need to get myself back out of here. I'm going to run over here. I'm going to find these monoliths that I got to pop open all the while. Well, I'm moving a little too quick, but that's okay. That's fine. I'm too fast for you. There we are. Cool. I'll have to come back and get any of those resources if there happen to be any. So there are several objectives on the level, and it varies depending on the level. I'm not sure if it's always the same for each stage that you go on, but in this stage we are unlocking a boss. We're unlocking the monolith, and when we do that, after we do that, a boss will come and we will have to fight them. That's all it comes down to. Depending on what your build is, that might be a good thing, a bad thing, not certain. You can always postpone that till you have a certain amount of gear, a certain number of artifacts, etc. But as you see, the number of enemies and the density gets bigger every time. Let's do that. Our dash is actually doing damage, and now it can actually stun, which is great. I'm gonna actually want to do flash for stun. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. I think we're doing a stun build, is what it turns out to be. Oh, actually, we didn't unlock a boss. That's kind of disappointing. But the idea behind this game, it seems, is just a top-down Risk of Rain style game that's a lot of fun to play with friends. There is a multiplayer aspect with this game, and I encourage you, if you have those friends, to try it out. I hope to have that in one of our later episodes. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. My friends have... It's the holiday season, so people are really, really busy. So please forgive me if I can't show you that. Alright, let's get ourselves out of here. Go on to the next level, because you didn't come here to see me wander around a map looking for upgrades with only 2 resources to spend on them. Two pyramids, whatever you want to call them, 2 cubits or whatever. Two bits, maybe. So this is another standard, we'll say, that's what I'm looking for, objective. That's the word I'm looking for. Where we are just basically trying to kill the number of enemies. So the hybrid character, to go into them, which is not this character, seems to be very good at clearing mobs of enemies. Not being able to focus fire and really effectively dispatch enemies quickly without other enemies to chain abilities off of or bounce things off of. Let's do attack speed. And the challenge that ended up coming from that is if it was just the boss left in a fight, then I was struggling to really maximize the deeps on the boss. So keep that in mind for your guys' playthroughs. And it looks like our this guy here, the Needham, is our quintessential melee build character. You've got to make sure you're always moving though, because if you will take hits, not if, you will, that's just period. I'm gonna get more health. And you have to be able to either dodge those or mitigate those hits by heals. And there are certain artifacts that you can pick up that do that, or you've got to be able to straight dodge those with other artifacts or other attributes of your character. It's challenging, it seems, to get a good grouping. Oh, there's a bunch of guys over here. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna pop this. I would love to see some Needham and some hybrid specific artifacts, not just universal ones. So can I dash through? I can dash through. Nice. Okay, cool. So our dash with our hybrid was not. Let's do base damage. Was not damage oriented. We did not do damage with our dash through enemies. It was purely defensive. But this one, it looks like the dash does actually do damage when you go through enemies, and it does look like we stack a passive of some type. So that's really cool. All right, let's finish off. There's still some 30 enemies, which is great, because that means that there's a good chance we'll get more resources for upgrades. And there was a nice reprieve right there. Okay, so anytime you level up in this game, you do not have a pause. It is a slowdown, and I don't know how that works with multiple players. If you have ability cooldown, if you have other oh, that's the first time I've seen these little roller guys. These guys were not in my hybrid playthrough. I never saw this enemy, so there's still enemy variety even after a few hours of playing. So that's cool. Oh, walked right into that. But yeah, there's what was I saying? There seems to be a lack of like champion specific artifacts, which would be cool if you had certain champions that were like, oh no, you absolutely need to have the I don't know, the oil can to make you move faster for the Needham build, because then you can also have the oil can turn into torch or something like that. All right, we gotta finish off these little turret things. Now maybe there are specific enemies for a specific hero or champion, which would be also really cool. That sounds like a really fun idea, to good variety on things. Looks like we have to finish off these guys just by standing next to them and walloping on them. This is the less fun portion of the game. Let's see here. Let's do the main strike and let's get that upgraded. So we finished off that, and then there's only one enemy left. I do appreciate the nodes giving me where the shrines are, as well as where the enemies are. That is actually a huge boon and help for us. All right, cool. So we've got 8. Let's get ourselves some upgrades. Ignite enemies with your primary attack. That doesn't sound bad because we're constantly hitting people, and the more we can hit, the better. Let's get ourselves another upgrade over here. Let's see. Doing more health isn't a bad idea, and then let's just see what the other one has for us. Nothing we can afford. Okay, cool. All right, I'm holding on to the other resource, the rerolls resource, the orange resource, because there is a specific shrine that uses it, and you get like an uber upgrade, an uber artifact, essentially is what it comes down to. And that's this guy right here. It's like the Shrine of the Ancient or something like that. Okay, cool. Let me do this. Lethal blow, maximum restored health. I want to do. Let's do this guy right here. We did this last run, and when I kill somebody, basically what's going to happen is there's a chance that it will pop a little light of orb and drop it right on where I am, or where the enemy died, and that's actually super helpful, because that means that everything that's bunched up around it takes damage. Like that. And that's a fair amount of damage, actually. It was really helpful. And that was one of the things that really teed into my... oh, I took some damage there. Really teed into my other build, my hybrid character build. because they capitalized on things that were affected by damage. Oh, and I did a stun. Good. All right, cool. Let's get that there. Let's see. Is there anything here? I'm gonna go for the heal while I can, and we'll get ourselves. We have to find the totem. That's our thing right now. We got to find this charge totem, which is just another defend the node kind of thing. But they are pretty chaotic. They get pretty chaotic. It's a lot of fun. And I can imagine with more people, it just gets all the more chaotic. So I'm actually going to just jump right into it and speed us along, because I don't know what this one's going to be. They are random. I have not seen them all. There's ones that do laser beams from the sky. There's ones that do zone denial with fire pits on the ground. This one has rings of fire on the outside, it seems, so it makes it harder for me to leave if I need to dash out, which is interesting. Stunned him right there. Let me finish him off. Cool. At the 70% mark for them, enemies or anyone inside the ring takes 30% more damage. So you have to be very careful at the closeout of these. The last thing is they seem to also change and get new powers as the pillar upgrades. Let's do base damage, and it's random, which is great. I love that. I love that it gives the player something to have a hard time predicting, a hard time controlling and understanding. I don't know if you look at the nodes before you start it, or the totem sections before you start it, if there is a way to predict, oh, it's this one, or this one's the first one, this one's the second one. That would be really cool if that were the case, and give something from the design aesthetic of it for people. So there's the 30% more damage, and I don't know if this... Oh, I just took some hits, and I didn't want to. Dashed into him, and we'll finish him off there. Cool. Alright, cool. That crit really saved us right there. Honestly, I think that was what really saved us right there. Alright, cool. Finish this off, and then we'll get ourselves some nice, juicy upgrades. Alright, cool. Now now is our boss. Oh, we're on stage 5, that's why. Duh. So this boss, if I'm remembering correctly, let's do attack speed. This boss, if I'm remembering correctly, is just a giant hulking mortar, and you just gotta be careful because of that. Whoop, right there. I can't stand in his zone denial because it's zone denial for a reason. It's named that for a reason. I'm glad that it's giving me some pretty good hits, though. Seems like he's just gonna let me hit him, though. Oh, nope, there we are. Let's do base damage, because I feel like I'm taking way too long to kill things. I'm taking some fair amounts of hits. Doing a little bit of damage to him. It's not what I would like to see ultimately. I think I'm actually going to take a break and try and find a shrine to get some upgrades, which is kind of funny that you can do that. Let's do the precision, and I think I'm going back down to where I started, which is not where I want to be, because I don't think there's any shrines over there. Need to get some more resources. There, we got one right there. Alright, I am grateful for the cleave. Let's hit him a little bit more. Let's run up here and get this shrine up here and see what's up here. After this level, I had a really hard time maximizing the amount of, we'll say return. Let's do this one here. The return on resources, because it seemed very hard for me to... sort of looking for continue to get good amounts of resources, and without having the issues of, oh, don't like that, nope, and I walked into like 6 of them. I was always leaving shrines on the table, is what it comes down to, I guess, is what I'll say, where I didn't have enough bits to buy everything on the shrines, and maybe that's just a product of the game telling you you can't have everything. And I just got destroyed. Oh my. Did not expect that to happen. Okay, so that's the thing. That melee attack instantly kills you. Runs in this game are seeming to be very fickle, and the amount of, we'll say, enemy density in a good way, where you either have them or you don't, and if you don't, then you might not be able to combo the way you need to. As far as we're concerned here, let's start with the Pandorum. Pandora is new to me. Again, I have never played with this character, so I don't know what to expect. And we'll continue on our way. So it's just that easy. You can have up to 4 people play with you, like I said. I have no idea what this survivor's ability. Oh, and it started us in the second-ish biome. Seems very similar to... Okay, so there's a knockback. There's our dash. We do an AoE zone denial. Oh, that's actually pretty awesome. Okay, cool. So this one is just pretty... Seemingly like we're... That's a pretty crazy long cooldown. Oh, let's try and get a cooldown reduction already. Okay, cool. Alright, nice. And then... Gotta kill more enemies. I don't think there's gonna be anything for one. Yeah, no. There's not going to be one. So it looks like we have infinite range on our ability, which is good. And that did 382 damage to something just like that. That's actually pretty awesome. More ability cooldown, because I have a feeling that if I get this lightning thing going all the time, I will win the game just by easy mode. And I am all about the easy mode. So it seems to place it right in front of me. Let's do attack speed. It's a pretty finite region for our other ability, though, which is good. That's good balancing. You don't want to have them have crazy superpowers and just make it easy. Ability cooldown. I'm leaning really hard into the ability cooldown right out of the gate. I got to get some more life, though, because if there's anything in the last run told us is we can't expect to win it just by brute force. Seems like that's okay. Cool. All right, let's see here. Let's do max health, max damage, and then we've got so it's over there. I don't think there was anything for 2. Oh, there was something. The stun. Sure, let's try it. Let's lean into it. I mean, having damage mitigation isn't a bad thing. And then we've spent all our resources. I do not know, and I hope to find out for you guys if the resources are like the pickups, the bits are mutually exclusive in the sense of like if I pick mine up, does somebody lose theirs type of thing. Like if there's shared loot is what I'll say, or if it's exclusive to the people playing the game where it's like this person killed this enemy so they have loot. Again, that's kind of not shared loot, but it's still one of those things where there's a limited number of enemies and you have to work as a team to destroy them. And if you're not, then you're going to the one player will naturally, we'll simply say, be less effective because they're not getting resources to upgrade. Does that make sense? Hopefully I'm not just rambling. Yeah, lightning conduit. Let's drop the bomb on him. There we go. Bigger zone denial. I like it. I'm looking for the charge pillar. This charge pillar should be hopefully somewhere in the near vicinity. There's 2 shrines. There it is in the back. Got it. Cool. Yeah, it does seem like the boss or level of the monsters is directly tied to the timer. So the bigger the timer you have going, the more damage and the more HP enemies seem to have. So it behooves you, I like the word behoove, to go quickly, but also you could stick around and get more resources from a zone that has infinite spawning enemies. Right, I'm not trying to use my lightning unless I absolutely have to. These little Slenderman guys are terrifying, running at me like that. Alright, we'll drop that right there. So I said this last episode, I'm gonna do ability cooldown. I said this last episode, I believe, but there is no pause when you upgrade. If you are upgrading, you are running the risk of getting destroyed because your game is slowed down. I don't know. Oh, I said that earlier. Duh. Oh, hey, hello, buddy. Who are you? All right, I'm gonna want ability cooldown. That's the best one out of those right now. I don't mind going a little slower with this character because they seem to have the ability to dish out some good damage and keep zone denial down. Oh, inside the ring. That's what I need. All right, cool. Take that. And I like the fact that our oh, that is many little guys. Many little guys. Was not expecting that. Was not expecting these little guys. Okay, you take that right there. Take those two. I hear the little bell go off every time they get stunned. That's good. I like that. That's a little good feature for knowing that you got something stunned. All right, come on, break that guy. I'm gonna go with max health. Yes, because we're regenerating health no matter what right now. And then I'm gonna run up here and I'm gonna get these shrines. At least the one that's closest to us. Now, this is one of those levels where I'm sure I could stay and farm and get more from it, but I'm not super interested in that right now. Let's do this guy right there. And, oh, I did leave a node on the ground over here, which is horribly inefficient of me. And then let's run back here and get our node. Oh, hey, guy, what's up? Thanks for that. Bye. Let's do it again. Bonus lightning damage. Zappy zappy. All right, cool. Now we'll get ourselves out of here and on to the last the next level, not last level. That's level 3. I do have a pretty short cooldown on my dash, which is really nice. Okay, cool. Enshrined Expanse. So I wonder if this character... Oh, we'll have to do the call Cell of the Ancients right now. Sure. And then we got to find our nodes from our enemies. That's actually awesome that it procs while they're inside there. That makes this lightning storm all the more lethal. I think I might need to do that. Because if it procs while they're in there, that's just ridiculously helpful. Okay, so we got 1 key. There's that. And then we'll drop this right here. Drop that on there. Finish that. Get the next key. Fire and back pedal. We'll do health regeneration just because it took a while for our health to come back. And I don't want to die from that. Subsequent runs, drop the key off here, back pedal, push, and drop lightning, fight in the lightning because it doesn't look like we have friendly fire for ourselves, which is great. Elemental damage, yes, because we have the lightning chaining, so that makes sense that we would be able to really destroy things. Yeah, their life is going down pretty quick. Nice, awesome. Okay, so then ability cooldown. I'm just leaning into that really fast, really hard. The more I can spam this zone denial of lightning, the better. You cannot go through enemies, but you can dash through certain enemies. Some structures you can't. Oh, I don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Nope, nope, nope. There we are. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, so then let's see here. We are really squishy. I'm gonna do the crit heal because that was helpful for my successful build. I have the key. I need to get over to the monolith now. There, okay, we'll finish those guys off. So this is another one of those zones where if you chose to stay here and farm it up, you certainly probably could, at risk of making it harder for yourself in the future. Let's see here. Let's run over. I I think the next shrine is over. I left a I left a bit on the ground, and I got a level up, so not a terrible waste. But I'm gonna get this bit, and then I'm gonna. Okay, so there's our way out. There's this right here. There's another key on the ground. I guess they give you more keys than are necessary. Let's do movement speed because we are moving a little slow. Alright, and then we'll get ourselves over to yonder shrine. Chance to avoid damage, movement speed. Let's do the chance to avoid damage. And then we will get ourselves out of here. Stay away from me, Slender Man. Okay, out we go. Nice, and then yeah, see, so if there were more people in there, that would definitely just destroy them. We actually have our lightning on a pretty short cooldown now, which is good. I'd like to see its duration increase just a little bit, but can't have everything. Stay away from me, Slender Man. Stay away. Alright, let's get the... Let's see what this shrine has to offer first. Nothing for 2 bits. Alright. This one's going to be a little tough, because there's terrain in our location, so that's going to cause even reduced amounts of space for us to move. But that's fine. We can't dodge through the terrain. Just have to deal with it. I'll just have to keep on dropping lightning on everybody. Like the god of lightning myself. Oh, no. No, no, no. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away. You stay over there. Base health. Because I am extremely squishy. I do not like being super squishy. Ouch. Yes. Okay, cool. I'm glad my ability goes through the, goes through the totem. Ah, stay away. Nope. Out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Health regeneration. Alright, cool. Get them dead there. Yeah, so let that be a lesson. You can back out and not have yourself destroyed. And now, currents and ramparts. I don't like that at all. Oh no, stay! I got stuck on things. Oh no! I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. Thick boy is thick. Good stun. Ah! I'm getting a lot of bits for upgrades. I cannot risk upgrading right now. Okay, good, we did it. Oh no! Okay, what do you have again? You have sparks, anomalies. That one. Cool. Awesome. I'm falling back. And then what do you have? Heals for that. Good. And then I need to... Pulse duration. Healing dash. I didn't know my dash healed me. I'm gonna still lean into the lightning, though. Yeah, take that, you jerks. Alright, so Busy Gamer Dad showing you more of Gatekeeper Infinity. I'm having a lot of fun with it. We'll pick this up in our next episode. I'm not certain what... doesn't look like I can afford anything other than that rune. Oh, that's fine. I'll take it. And we'll pick it up in our next episode, and hopefully we'll have another win. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll have a link for the game in the YouTube description should you want to pick it up for yourselves. If you do, great, awesome. This seems like a lot of fun to play with friends, and we'll catch you in the 3rd and final episode. Later.